Hey, what's up? Are you? So, what's your name?
My name's Joseph Martinez, but I'm known as Panda. It's my longtime nickname now. Started off in Phoenix, and I got that nickname from a friend.
And so, okay, you from Arizona? You said.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona, pretty much all my life. I was born in this state in Vancouver, but it's a long story. I got orphaned when I was 4 in a place called Esther Short Park in Vancouver, and then got shipped down for reasons of need to, I guess, secure me in a proper orphanage. I actually don't know the exact history of the reason I was taken back down to Phoenix. Or actually, it was Tucson. Never mind. Tucson and then Phoenix later on, but generally the southern Arizona area.
Okay. Wow. So you orphaned when you were 4 years old.
I'm sorry?
You were orphaned when you were 4 years old, and then
Yeah.
you got adopted, or you was in foster care.
Actually, I was basically a hell child all the way from Florida. Basically, you might say 18. When I aged out, I have bipolar 1, along with 2 other mental disorders, PTSD and schizoaffective diagnosed. And I was basically a hell child, like very intelligent. I was always recognized as that, but my emotional control has always been very, very poor. So.
So you kind of, so you were just like kind of in the foster care system for a while, different foster houses or whatever.
Yeah, as you might say, like foster houses, what are also called respite homes, and then a modern day term for orphanages is generally called RTCs, residential treatment centers. There's one in Arizona, Phoenix, called Devereaux, which is one of the actually the best orphanages in the entire country. It's recognized as a really, really good place for young people who end up getting displaced from their family.
And then you also stayed at a mental hospital while growing up
Yeah, I
as a
ended
kid.
up having a lot of, unfortunately, like suicide attempts from the deep depression and various problems with alcoholism and, anger, psychosis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was in a mental hospital from second grade to like fifth grade.
Dang.
Yeah, I literally stayed in the mental hospital because I couldn't maintain school. I know how hard that is to be in a mental institution.
That's by
And
far a longer stint than I ever stayed at one time, so I got respect. Bow down.
But that's crazy. But yeah, oh, so you you did, was it in the mental hospital the entire time? You in and out,
Well,
in and out of mental hospitals and foster homes and whatever. So now you are what, on the streets, homeless in Seattle?
Well, here's the thing. You caught me at a really good point because I'm about to, thanks to the help of the Chief Seattle Club here in the city, which is a center for Native Americans. We service Native Americans enrolled, federally recognized, and I'm basically getting a apartment which stands to be my home for an indefinite term. It could be the rest of my, life to foresee in the distant future. I mean, I won't really have to go anywhere else for any reason if I don't need to move out. It requires 30% of my actual state income on sliding scale, which I get a small stipend from the state, and with that I'll be able to the rest use it for everything needed. You know what I mean? I'll be able to with my stamps, getting food boxes from the city or pantries, get plenty more food than I need. And I did a lot of research on thrifting. Like, for example, if I want to get something to entertain myself, there's like Pink Gorilla Games right down the street for like sourcing some fun on video game systems. But as far as my main concern has been trying to get into a mode where I can be a service worker, even in a grassroots manner.
Yeah.
And start helping out mentally ill, homeless, mainly men, although women I wouldn't turn down, adult men of the homeless demographic with addiction and mentally ill problems, also kind of disconnected from spiritual things. I want to help start a grassroots movement for homeless, by homeless, to help get that, those main problems taken care of. To help men feel and know that they're being occupationally well again. You know what I mean? That they're useful and connected to society and life. Very big goal on my part. My dad was said to have the same goal before he passed. my parents both died of cirrhosis. My dad died when I was 9. My mom passed away when I was 11. So I didn't get to meet them quite. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's
so-
really good time for me.
So yeah, and so you think once you off the streets into your place, you think you would be more able to work on that dream of helping with mental health issues?
Yeah, the thing is, I kind of have a good idea of how to take my actual passive income right now and utilize it toward being able to create maybe a nest egg fund, which is contributed small donation wise by homeless and other contributors in the community. That it be a guarded asset pool, which is not used for anything dumb and is only there in order to help with overhead of this project, to create things like assistance with clothing drive, needed hygiene, and also upgrades and installments of new service items within places like the Chief Seattle Club down here next to Union Gospel Mission at Pioneer Square. You know what I mean? I have a very big aspiration to begin involvement with whatever reconstruction things need be, if there's repairs needed, but also things like upgrades to the computers and different types. There's already such a slew of various activities of use for the natives there. You know what I mean? That it's hard for me to think of anything that might be additionally helpful. But I know one thing that they're having, for example, difficulty getting new clothing for some reason, whereas food really isn't been a problem at all much. There's always an abundance of food for our people at the center, such that, you know what I mean, we're always able to have excellent meals cooked by the staff there in the kitchen.
But you said the biggest need out here for the homeless is just mental health services and help with the mental health. And
well, that's my personal mission and calling for that I feel I was put on earth for. You know what I mean? I feel I have that as a mandate by God, is something I really am passionate about by chance, or excuse me, not by chance, but by choice. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say by chance.
And I think you go and achieve that. I feel like you have everything you need to accomplish that.
I believe I will too.
But you're going to take a lot of people, and a lot of help, and a lot of people working together, and you gotta kind of,
or just a few.
Exactly, but a few people, and kind of just get a community together to do it. So it's bigger than just yourself. It's and it's it's definitely, I definitely feel like you're going to accomplish it and put it into word, but you also got to allow others to be a part of it as well.
I'm very open to that.
And just people coming together to all be a part of it, and I think you can do it. I really think you can do it.
Thank you.
Right now I know it's struggling. You say you needed $10 for today's mission?
Yeah, basically I'm just trying to be able to, I was seeking work as I usually try and do part way throughout the day, but because, without an ID, it's really not conventional. I guess it's considered partially illegal, something called under the table work if you get hired on, I guess it's a regular staff, but even a single stint of work can be considered an under the table job act. So I just see if there's any way that I can help out with maybe taking out some trash or something. But in the last maybe 6 months, I think I've gotten 3 or 4 individual jobs which were assigned to me of just kind of people who didn't need that help per se, but decided that they wanted to help me out by lessening a job that kind of takes 5 minutes and almost no effort on their part. Give it to me for a second and hook me up with $15-20 real quick. Very gracious people. Over here at the bar around the corner, for instance, that was one of the first helps I got, next to Super Kim's right there.
Yeah.
That bar, I forget what it's called, but yeah, they're very helpful.
And if people want to contact you to help collaborate with you on this mental health outreach program, you're talking about how would they do that?
Well, I mean, I'm essentially contactable. I don't have any social media presence at the moment. I have to recreate that because I have memory problems and I forgot all my passwords.
So maybe in the
future, the
future.
Chief Seattle Club, essentially. Go ahead.
Yeah, call the Chief Seattle
We're open
Club.
every day only pretty much every day of the year, except there's very few days where they close for like company parties or like Indigenous Peoples Day. And other than that, they're open from either 7 to 2 or 7 to like maybe 10 on like short days.
And maybe I help you create that. Yeah, I'll put the link to that in the description.
Thank you, man.
And
I don't know how many views this is gonna get, but
I don't know. Everybody should. Well, hopefully everybody can share and help this person. I know you're struggling. I know you probably have your own struggles out here, probably addictions or whatever, and you're schizophrenic and everything else. But I think it's really good that you have dreams and ambitions, like deep down inside everyone. I feel like you have a dream and a purpose, and you need to just like focus on that and let everything else that is holding you back kind of like
fall to the wayside.
Fall to the wayside. Yeah. Like your mental health issues or addictions or whatever it is that you're facing that is, or making you, or just like the comments or the things that in your own mind that is, just be like, just remember each day that you can do it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle, but that's what life's all about. You don't do something because it's easy. You do something because it's hard. And you gotta work every day to improve yourself and to get closer to accomplishing your next big goal. I feel like you can do it. You just got to stop and be like, no, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to lay in bed all day. I'm not going to do any of these negative things that not helping. But you said, no, I'm going to accomplish it. And I think you can do it. I think. And it's hard. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. But get the mental health services you need, and I think it's good that you want to also encourage others to do the same. And
thank you. I appreciate you having faith in me too. I'm pretty certain I'll be able to pull it off with the help of some people, pitching in, because I can't do it alone. So people,
But hopefully, you can't do it alone. You got to get a lot of people helping you.
Or just a few. It really wouldn't take that many per se. It would just take consistent time set aside by those people that they'd be able to, put those hours in and commit. Very few hours would it take either, and that would produce rapid change even. I mean.
Yeah, and
a lot can be done with a few heads and just not even that much time. But then when it's regular.
Yeah, and you can help your mental health while you're helping others with mental health, and I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
That you can help your mental health by helping others' mental health.
It does,
And because and I think that, and then that could kind of be like a. And then you help other mental health, and they help mental health could be helped by them helping other mental health, and it could be like a chain reaction.
Hopefully, I hope there'd be nothing that stops it if it takes off that way. That'd be a huge aspect of my aspiration. I really do want it to take off as far as people noticing that it's something that anyone can, if I'm in a situation like mine, and I know that even with just my small stipend check, but even less than that, really no money wouldn't necessarily take, just some kind of capital, somebody with enough gusto and somebody with a lot of time on their hands, can really get a lot done on their own. But a few people get together, just 3 or more, would be able to do quite a heck of a lot with a lot of committed effort.
I mean, some people don't realize it doesn't take money to help people. It take realness to help people.
May I ask you something?
What?
You know what time it is? I just don't want to be late for lunch at the center. Nice coat, miss.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It's 12 o'clock.
Oh, dang, exactly. Glad I asked. Yeah, thank you. And viewers out there, I just want people to remember that, thinking outside of oneself is a very, very key thing I've learned in my young life at 33 to self-fulfillment and feeling contentment and well-being, just sacrifice and being able to help others when you feel like down and out or feel like crap, just go and help somebody out to the point that you feel some kind of satisfaction, but make sure it's somebody who benefits from the help and really does gain from it instead of just seeming as though, because you don't want to waste your time or your effort either.
So what's your name?
My name's Joseph Martinez.
Joseph
known as
Martinez.
Panda.
Awesome. Joseph Montana, also known as Panda. Well, it's good to hear you. Hopefully everybody see this video, share your story. And again, you're not looking for money, you're just looking for support.
Yeah, essentially it wouldn't necessarily take money, although that would help. It mainly just skipping a step and getting right to the resources that the money would buy would be an excellent move. So a bunch of various resources pulled in, like capital means by which the things could get done, because that's all the money would be used for, would be to get, if anything, actual like funds or cryptocurrency would only be definitely needed for things like overhead or like payments and things that would not necessarily be items based.
Yeah. But okay. Thank you.
Thank